Claressa Shields is back at it again. Claressa Shields seems to be upset at the fact that ESPN acknowledged three of the top fighters in the sport of boxing: Alexander Usyk, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Naoya the Monster Inoue. But Claressa Shields is upset because they didn't acknowledge her. It's your boy, Mr. 926, a.k.a. Bushido the Dragon, a.k.a. Captain Karate, a.k.a. the Black Mage, a.k.a. I could just do this all day, the two-time demonetized champion of the world.
I need y'all to get the likes up, man. Get the likes up.
Check it out, man. Claressa Shields. Oh, boy. So she's upset because ESPN acknowledged three of the great fighters that we got in the sport of boxing today: Usyk, Crawford, and Inoue. All accomplished great feats in the sport of boxing. All great positive role models for the next generation, etc., etc., etc. But Claressa Shields is upset because they didn't acknowledge her greatness in the sport of boxing. But she says this, quote, "F out of here. That's people's problem. Always trying to exclude women in sports. It's sexist, and my belts don't weigh less than theirs. I work just as hard for less pay, and I will not be silenced. Had it been Amanda or Katie, they would not have been excluded. Period. If you are okay with women being excluded, you are part of the problem. Hashtag Claressa Shields, hashtag equality." It seems like the ladies only want equality when it benefits them, right? Well, Claressa Shields likes to play victim quite a bit. And if you go in the comment section to this particular post, nobody agrees with her at all. And I asked myself, where are all the ladies at in support of Claressa Shields? Where's the sisterhood to support Claressa Shields? Let's be honest. Let's keep it 1,000, y'all. When it comes to women's sports, not even the women are interested in women's sports. That's just the facts. Women's sports fans, like Mama Shido, she don't watch women's boxing. She don't watch the WNBA. She watch the NBA, the NFL, men's boxing. Women don't even support women's boxing. But you got ladies like Claressa Shields coming out here blaming men for not supporting women's sports. They excluded you, Claressa, because it's men's pound for pound in the boxing. She always tries to inject herself into the equation. When Crawford won Undisputed for the 2 times, right, beat Errol Spence, she had to inject herself into the situation too. Always got to be in the forefront. Don't know how to sit her motherfucking ass down. Don't know how to fade into the background and play her fucking position. And it gets annoying for a lot of guys, if I'm honest. Always playing the victim. Then you said if Katie and Amanda was included. Let's be honest. Amanda Serrano's a 7-division world champion. Let's be honest. Katie and Amanda are in very exciting fights. Katie and Amanda get stoppages. So this is some of the things that people look at when we look at boxing. Not to mention women's boxing's 2-minute rounds. Now, Amanda Serrano is the first lady to do 3-minute 12 rounds. But in women's boxing, it go by so fast. 2-minute rounds, 10 2-minute rounds, and there's not as many knockouts, right? There's just not as many knockouts. It's not as exciting. It doesn't generate a lot of money like men's sports. It doesn't generate a lot of money like men's boxing do. She said for less pay. That's because y'all not generating anything. Certain fighters in the sport of boxing, in men's boxing, don't even have belts, etc. But guess what? They are big draws in the sport. And they may make more money than this guy over here that has 2 world titles. That's how it goes. Nobody really cares to see Claressa fight. And I'm not saying this to be an asshole or anything. I'm just keeping it 1,000. Nobody cares enough to see you really fight like that. And then you're on social media trying to call out any random woman in the world for $100,000 that they can beat you. You call out men quite often. So, yeah, a lot of people are not going to come in your defense to this. And then you want to scream equality when it suits you, right? You scream equality when it benefits you. But this has nothing to do with equality. We're talking about men's boxing. Alexander Usyk, Terrence Crawford, and Naoya Inoue are three of the best fighters in the sport, period. Now, when we look at the women's category, it's significantly different from the men's. Not as many women in the sport. Not as many women in those weight classes you fight in. Not as many fights that could really stick out, that could really gather people's attention. There's a lot of things that come into place for the reason why women's boxing just isn't on the forefront. Just like the WNBA isn't on the forefront. They're trying to push Caitlin Clark and Angela Reese and all that just to bring some attention to the sport. But it's only going to last for so long. It's going to take the women to support the women in these sports. Because let's be honest, sports fans want to see the absolute best compete. And that tends to be the men. I don't think it's sexist at all. I don't think they was trying to be rude. I don't think they was trying to do any of that. I think Claressa Shields needs to get out of her damn feelings. In sports, it's a man's world. And in sports, in competition, when it comes to fans, the general public, entertainment, people want to see the absolute best. And the absolute best tend to be the male athletes. And that's just what it is. Tell me what you guys think. Claressa Shields is upset. Don't like the fact that ESPN didn't acknowledge her as an two-division undisputed champion. And they acknowledged everybody else. Maybe they were just focused on the men category. But whatever the case may be, tell me what you guys think. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.